Please check that your video settings are correct in the lower right-hand corner of your video screen. This is a demonstration on how the DMX chart functions in a real-world scenario. For a more detailed explanation of how to use anything within the DMX chart, please see the Help tab located in your list of tabs, which is your navigation bar. The Help tab has detailed videos of everything within the DMX chart. This is Act 1 of 3, which demonstrates how to input 10 different fixture types into the DMX chart from the Input tab. Act 2 demonstrates how the DMX chart manipulates the data in the Fixture Type Schedule tab, the DMX Used tab, the Channel Check tab, and the DMX Controlled Fixture Types tab. Act 3 demonstrates the Cue Sheets tab, the Focus Charts tab, the Vendors and Rental Gear tab, and the Paperwork tab. As always, thank you for watching. Looking at the plot that you just got from the Lighting Designer, you're ready to start a new chart, starting with the overheads. Once you log into the DMX chart, you will be taken to the Charts tab. This is where you start a new chart by clicking on the big green Add New DMX Chart button. This brings up a dialog box where you can now name your chart. And when you're done, click the Create and Open button. The DMX chart will then take you to the Input tab. The first thing you'll see is your chart's name, and underneath it is your chart settings. The chart settings is where you define the short names for your show names. The short names will be used on the Fixture Type Schedule and the Channel Check. The chart settings is also where you define all text and images that will appear on your paperwork. In this demonstration, we are going to enter in the fourth electric into the DMX chart. It is for a show that is running in rep. The show names are show name A, and show name B. So let's enter in our short names from the chart settings. For show name A, we'll make it A, and show name B, we'll make it B. And we'll add our image here. Then click Update so we can save our changes. If you would like more detailed information on the 3 input data boxes and their drop-down menus, or function boxes, please see their related videos. Let's take a closer look at the fourth electric, unit number 1. We see that it's used in show name A. Its position is the fourth electric. Dimmer specs, it's just a dimmer. Its unit number is 1. We see that it's a conventional light, so we'll answer details in the Conventional Fixture Types data box. From the Conventional Fixture Type drop-down menu, by manufacturer, and ETC, we select the source for 36 degree. We have no gel colors listed yet for the show names, so we'll use the gel color picker. Choosing Roscoe from the manufacturer's list, then scrolling to Roscoe 316 and selecting it by the checkbox, and then click on OK. Its channel number is 30, and since we don't know what the dimmer is yet, we'll answer that question on the Fixture Type Schedule. The fixture wattage is 575, and its purpose in life is to light the chair stage right. And when you're happy with your answers, scroll down and click on the Save button to save it to your chart. Scrolling back to the top of the Input tab, we can now look at the last added data for conventional fixture types and see our ETC 36 degree source 4 listed. Looking at the second unit on the fourth electric, we see that it's basically the same as unit number 1. So we are going to use the copy button on unit number 1, which will throw the row's data back into the data boxes where we can make our adjustments. We'll change the unit number to 2. Then we will change its color information to Roscoe 361. It's not listed as a color used in the show on the conventional color drop-down menu, so we'll use the gel color picker. Selecting Roscoe as the manufacturer, then scrolling to Roscoe 361 and checking the box to make the selection. The conventional color drop-down menu is a list of your current show's gel color. Unit number 2 has an iris, so in the accessories drop-down menu, we'll select iris. Next, we'll change the channel number from 30 to 44, and everything else stays the same. So we'll click on the Save button to save it to the chart. Scrolling back to the top of the Input tab, under the last added data for conventional fixture types, we now see our unit number 2. Working on the third unit number, we'll use the Copy button from unit number 1. This throws unit number 1's data back into the Input tab's data boxes, where we can make the adjustments to unit number 3. So we'll change the unit number to 3, and we'll change the conventional fixture type to an ETC 26 degree source 4. We'll change the channel number to 31, then change the purpose to light the table, and click on the Save button to save our changes. Scrolling back to the top of the Input tab, under the last added data for conventional fixture types, unit number 3 is now listed. Working on the fourth unit, we'll use the Copy button from unit number 2. This throws unit number 2's data back into the Input tab's data boxes, where we can make the adjustments to unit number 4. So changing unit number 2 to unit number 4, then from the conventional fixture types data box, we'll change the conventional fixture type to an ETC 26 degree source 4. Next, we'll add the gobo information from the conventional gobo drop-down menu by choosing GAM, then Still, then the gobo name. And finally, changing its purpose to light the table. And when you're happy with your changes, hit the Save button to save it to your chart. Scrolling back to the top of the Input tab, under the last added data for conventional fixture types, unit number 4 is now listed. Working on unit number 5, we see that it is a conventional ETC 19 degree source 4 that has a DMX Controlled Morpheus scroller attached to it. We want to give the DMX chart 2 separate unit numbers. The first is unit number 5 for the conventional 19 degree, and then unit number 5.1 for the DMX Controlled Morpheus scroller. The show name is show name B. Its position is an overhead on the 4th electric. The dimmer specs, it's just a dimmer. And its unit number is 5. It's a conventional ETC 19 degree source 4, so we'll select it from the conventional fixture type drop-down menu. The 19 degree has no color. You can either make no selection or choose no color from the gel color picker. Its channel number is 32. Its fixture wattage is 575, and its purpose is a stage wash. So when you're happy with your selections, click the Save button to save it to the chart. Scrolling back to the top of the Input tab, And looking at the last added data for conventional fixture types, we see our 19° source 4 is listed as unit number 5. Notice that the DMX chart uses discrete line shading for multiple show names. For conventional fixture types, it will shade the row's data in stages of white to gray. Working on the second unit number 5.1, the Morpheus color fader, we are going to change the dimmer specs to a DMX controlled dimmer, and the unit number is 5.1. Next, we select the fixture type from the DMX controlled fixture type drop-down menu. By manufacturer to Morpheus, then we select color fader 3M 3 channel. The channel number is 32. And we are going to put the Morpheus color fader in Universe 2. By clicking in the starting dimmer box, the DMX chart will look at the universe you picked and make a starting dimmer suggestion. In this case, it's suggesting dimmer 1 for Universe 2, so we'll use it. And the physical assignment is 1. Finally, we'll click Save to save it to the chart. Scrolling back to the top of the Input tab, under the last added data for DMX controlled fixture types, we see our Morpheus color fader, unit number 5.1, listed. Working on unit number 6 on the fourth electric, we see that it could twofer with unit number 5 since they share the same channel number. So it's basically a rinse and repeat of unit number 5 and 5.1. The only thing changing is the unit numbers. Under the last added data for conventional fixture types, we'll use the copy button from unit number 5, which will throw unit number 5's data back into the input data boxes where we can make the adjustments for unit number 6. In the DMX Controlled and Conventionals data box, we'll change the unit number from 5 to 6. Then, in the Conventional Fixture Types data box, we want to document that this unit is twofered with unit number 5. So in the twofered or threefered with unit numbers box, we'll type in 5 and click the Save button to save our changes. Scrolling back to the top of the Input tab, under the last added data for conventional fixture types, we see our unit number 6 listed. Also notice that the DMX chart is now documenting that unit number 6 is twofered with unit number 5. Using the Edit button on unit number 5, we can document that it twofers with unit number 6 in the same manner. Clicking on the Edit button throws unit number 5's data back into the Input tab's data boxes, where we can now make our changes. We will answer the twofer with box with a 6 and click the Save button. Scrolling back to the top of the Input tab, the DMX chart is now documenting that unit number 5 is twofered with unit number 6. Working on unit 6.1, the Morpheus scroller for unit number 6, under the last added data for DMX controlled fixture types, we'll use the Copy button from unit number 5.1, which will throw unit number 5.1's data back into the input data boxes where we can make the adjustments for unit number 6.1. So in the DMX Controlled and Conventionals data box, we'll change the unit number to 6.1. Then in the DMX Controlled Fixture Types data box, we want to put Unit 6.1 in the same universe as Unit 5.1. Universe 2. And the DMX chart is suggesting a starting dimmer of 4, so we'll use it and make the physical assignment 4. Then click on the Save button to save your changes. Scrolling back to the top of the Input tab, under the last added data for DMX controlled fixture types, we see Unit 6.1, the Morpheus scroller, is now listed. Working on Unit number 7 on the fourth electric, for show name B, the position is the fourth electric, the dimmer specs, it's just a dimmer, and the unit number is 7. Scrolling down to the Conventional Fixture Types data box, we'll answer questions about the conventional ETC Source 4 Parnell. From the conventional fixture type drop-down menu by manufacturer under ETC, we see that the Parnell fixture type is not listed. So let's add it to the list by clicking on Add New Uncategorized Conventional Fixture Type button, which brings up a dialog box so we can enter the data for the ETC source for Parnell. The manufacturer is ETC, and its color frame size is 7.5 by 7.5. So going back to the conventional fixture type drop-down menu by manufacturer under ETC, the source for Parnell is now listed and we can make it our selection. The color is Roscoe 80 and we see it's not listed in the conventional color drop-down menu, which is a list of the gel colors your show's currently using. So we'll use the gel color picker and select Roscoe 80 by checking the box and clicking OK. Unit number 7 has a top hat, so we'll tell the DMX chart that by selecting it from the Accessories drop-down menu. The channel number is 93, and its purpose in life is to light the center table. And click on the Save button. Scrolling back to the top of the Input tab, under the last added data for conventional fixture types, we see that unit number 7, the Parnell, is now listed. Working on unit number 8, we see it's an ETC Parnell with a ColorRAM 2 scroller attached to it for show name A. Since unit number 7 is an ETC Parnell as well, we will use number 7's copy button from the last added data for conventional fixture types. This throws unit number 7's data back into the Input tab's data boxes where we can make our changes. The show name is show name A, and we'll change unit number to unit number 8. And scrolling down to the conventional fixture types data box, we'll change the color to no color from the conventional color drop-down menu, which is a list of your chart's current gel colors. Then change the accessories to none from the accessories drop-down menu. The channel number is 73. And its purpose in life is to light the table stage right. Then we click on the Save button to save our changes. Scrolling back to the top of the Input tab, under the last added data for conventional fixture types, unit number 8 is now listed. Working on unit 8.1, the ColorRAM 2 small format scroller, we're going to change the dimmer specs to a DMX Controlled dimmer and make the unit number 8.1. Then scrolling down to the DMX Controlled Fixture Types data box, using the DMX Controlled Fixture Type drop-down menu, we'll select the ColorRAM 2 by manufacturer, then Wibron, then the ColorRAM 2 small format. From the Custom Scroll String drop-down menu, we will select Custom Scroll String A. The channel number is 73, and we'll pick Universe 2 to put it in. The DMX chart suggests 7 as the starting dimmer, so we'll use it. And the physical assignment is 7. Then we click on Save to save our changes. Scrolling back to the top of the Input tab, under the last added data for DMX Controlled Fixture Types is Unit 8.1, the ColorRAM 2 scroller for show name A. Working on unit number 9, we see that it's an ETC Revolution that is used in both show name A and show name B. It also has a custom gobo. So we'll start with the Revolution in show name A. Its position is the 4th electric. Its dimmer specs is a DMX Controlled dimmer, and its unit number is 9. Scrolling down to the DMX Controlled Fixture Types data box, using the DMX Controlled Fixture Type drop-down menu, by manufacturer, and ETC, and then selecting Revolution, revolving wheel module with a shutter module. Next, we'll answer questions from the Custom Gobo in Moving Light drop-down menu. As you can see, we have none listed, so let's add the GAM 706 steel gobo to the DMX chart by clicking the Add New button. This brings up a dialog box where we can add the custom gobo to the DMX chart. First, we'll enter the gobo name, GAM 706. Then we'll tell the DMX chart what fixture type it's used in and what kind of wheel it goes in, either color, static, or rotating. We're putting it in rotating. Then what position on the wheel it goes in. We're putting it in position number 3. And finally, you can upload a picture of the gobo here. Then click the Add button. Now we can use the Custom Gobo in Moving Light drop-down menu and make GAM 706 a selection. Next, we'll select the Revolution's Custom Scroll String from the Custom Scroll String drop-down menu. The channel number is 301, and the universe is 2. And the DMX chart is suggesting 8 as a starting dimmer, so we'll use it. And the physical assignment is 8. Notice that the physical assignment and the customizable field will only appear on the DMX Controlled Fixture Types tab. The optional customizable field can be anything that you wish it to be. For instance, let's say we want to keep track of our power distro numbers and what's plugged into them. So we click on the Customizable Fields Edit button, which brings up a dialog box where we can name our new field of data. We'll call the new field Power Distro Number and click OK. Now we can keep track of our power distro units and what's plugged into them. So let's tell the DMX chart that this revolution is plugged into distro unit number 1 in plug number 1. Then click the Save button to save it to the chart. Scrolling back to the top of the Input tab, under the last added data for DMX Controlled Fixture Types, our ETC Revolution, unit number 9, is now listed. Notice our new data field, Power Distro Number, is now a column that will be displayed on the DMX Controlled Fixture Types tab. Also note that the DMX chart is now documenting unit number 9, the revolution, as being plugged into Power Distro unit number 1, plug number 1. So let's put the same unit number 9 into show name B and change the channel number to 901 by using the copy button from unit number 9 in show name A. This throws unit number 9's data back into the Input tab's data boxes, where we can make our changes to show name B. So first changing show name A to show name B, then scrolling down to the DMX Controlled Fixture Types tab and changing the channel number from 301 to 901. Then clicking the Save button to save it to our chart. Scrolling back to the top of the Input tab, under the last added data for DMX Controlled Fixture Types, our unit number 9 is now listed for both show name A and show name B. Notice that the DMX chart uses discrete line shading for multiple show names. All moving light fixture types are shaded in stages of blue, as opposed to all non-moving light fixture types are shaded in stages of white to gray. Working on the final unit number for this demonstration, unit number 10 is a Martin Mac 2K wash used in both show name A and show name B. We'll start with show name A. Its position is the 4th electric. Its dimmer specs is a DMX Controlled dimmer, and the unit number is 10. Scrolling down to the DMX Controlled Fixture Types data box, using the DMX Controlled Fixture Type drop-down menu, by manufacturer, down to Martin, then selecting the Mac 2K wash. The channel number for show name A is 302, and we'll put it in Universe 2. The DMX chart suggests 39 as a starting dimmer, so we'll use it. The physical assignment is 39, and its power distro number is unit number 1, plug number 2. Then we click the Save button to save it to our chart. Scrolling back to the top of the Input tab, under the last added data for DMX Controlled Fixture Types, our Mac 2K wash unit number 10 is listed. Now we can put this same unit number 10 into show name B and change the channel number to 902 by using the Copy button from show name A's unit number 10. This throws unit number 10's data back into the Input tab's data boxes where we can make our changes to show name B. So changing show name A to show name B, then scrolling down to the DMX Controlled Fixture Types data box and changing the channel number from 302 to 902, then clicking the Save button to save it to our chart. Scrolling back to the top of the Input tab, under the last added data for DMX Controlled Fixture Types, our unit number 10 is now listed for both show name A and show name B.